Hello everyone. Today we're going to be discussing the form tool inside of SolidWorks Sheet Metal. It's a really powerful tool that allows you to add punches and formed shapes into your sheet metal parts. So today for this example, we're going to be using a metal electrical box enclosure, and we need to add some vents, some holes for running electrical cable, and maybe some other things as well. So to get started, I just want to show the basic functionality of how the form tool works and how easy it is. Inside of our design libraries, SolidWorks gives us some default forming tools. We can also create some custom ones, which I'll be covering in a minute. So I've already got some sketches to define the placement of my form tools that I need to use. So I have here locations where I want to put some holes to run wires. So let me go ahead and see what we have. We have a external rounded flange here, and I simply just drag and drop this onto my sheet metal part. And this is going to generate the geometry as if we used a forming tool to make this part. Simply going to locate some of these items on my pre-designated points here. That looks good. So as you can see, all I did was drag my form tool from my library onto my sheet metal box, located where I wanted them to be, and now we're going to hit OK. There you have it. We have 3 holes for running electrical cables. I also need some ventilation, so I'm going to add in some vents. Now I don't have this pre-located, but that's not a problem. We simply can take our vent tool that we previously designed and specify the orientation, its location, and align our parts here. Now, I see I've entered this the wrong way, so let me go ahead and edit and flip the direction of that. Very simple to go back and edit our mistakes. Very nice. I have 2 in there, but I think I want a few more for venting purposes, and I can simply linear pattern this feature as you would any other feature as well. That looks good. Okay, great. So in a matter of minutes, I've added in some holes for routing cables and some louvers for ventilation in order to get rid of heat in this electrical box. Now, I know that I'm also going to be adding a label, and that is something that maybe I don't have the time to make my form tools for. We don't have a form tool that's good for that. In SolidWorks 2024, we have functionality called Stamp Tool. And what this is much like using the form tool, except you don't need a form tool to drag and drop. You can simply drive it from a sketch. So click your sketch you want to create, and you want to drive the embossed feature from, or the stamp, and we can specify the radiuses of the inside die radius, the punch tool radius, and actually the radius of the profile as well. And that's a great indentation that we can add a label to or mount a handle to at a later point. Super helpful. All right, now this looks great, but I don't have any way to mount this box to a wall or anything like that, or any mounting points. So I'm going to create a forming tool to punch in a keyhole feature. Fortunately, so I've already modeled the geometry that I want. Now, this is how we go about making a custom form tool. You model your geometry that you wish to punch into your part, and then you go to your sheet metal tab and create a forming tool. Select stopping face, and we're going to select, I need to create a face here to remove that we want cut out in the punching operation. So let's go ahead and add a curve, add a split line. There we go. Now I'm going to convert this geometry into a forming tool. Select my stopping face, which is where the tool will stop on the part. Select our face to remove, which will be punched out, and an insertion point for locating our feature. I then can save this under the file format of Form Tool into our library. That's now inside of our library. We can drag and drop that onto our part to create that keyhole that we need for mounting this. That looks like a good position. Make sure it's oriented correctly. There we have it. Now I'm going to need 2 mounting points, so I'll go ahead and mirror that feature as well. And we're all set. And that is the form tool functionality. As you can see, we've added in some holes, some vents, and some mounting points, as well as an indentation for a label or a handle. And it was all done very quickly and efficiently using the form tool functionality inside of SolidWorks. Thank you.